Hello world, hello brothers and sisters. I'm a little weak, I'm about 80%. The procedure went well. I was talking to a brother, a real good friend of mine, and good brother too, but not to call anybody by name because I don't want to offend and I want to make someone think I'm playing favorites, but a good brother, and he asked me, he said, what organization are you with? And I said, well, I'm with a living organism, and I lead and run a non-profit called Alone Sheep Ministries, and I spell ministries with the letter E because men as a mentality, mentor, N-E-N. You see, M-I-N is an abbreviation for minimum, minuscule, or minute, and so that's why I don't spell minister, M-I-N-I-S-T-E-R. I spell it M-E-N-I-S-T-E-R as in mentor, mentality, mentor. So, and men. So that's why I spell minister the way I do. And I actually dreamed that and was blessed up Yahweh, the Most High God, El-Elyon, to spell it that way. And he asked me the question about what organization I belong to, and I stated to him that I work with Gangbangers, and to be honest with you, I prefer to work with gangbangers, or whatever term you want to call them. I don't want to shout out or salute any particular gang or gang member or state clients that we are supposed to call them that I work with, but I really would truly rather work with the young black African American gang banging male or the American African gang banging male, and this is why. It's the truth. So if you get mad at what I say, I'm not trying to be, hard or destitute of feelings or anything like that. It's just that at least I know what I'm getting with the gangbanger. The gangbanger is a pit bull. He's real. He knows his faults and flaws. He's not gonna hide them. You can tell him what's wrong with him. He won't get mad. He might rebut you or refute you or say something in reference to how he is and why he's that way, but he won't deny how he is. If you tell him he's mean and nasty and ornery and disrespectful, he at least admit that he is, and he won't deny it. But the church goer, the church person, the church folk, they'll know what's wrong with him and they'll deny it. So you see, I look at the church folks as chihuahuas. Chihuahua look friendly till you bend down to pet him, and you run up one arm and down the other. He might bite you. He might roll on his back for you to pet him and bite your fingers off. But that gangbanger, at least you know what you're getting. It's sad though that the church person can wear a dress or a suit and trick you and deceive you and manipulate you, and we get caught up on the exterior of the church goer or the church folk or church people or whatever terminology or verbiage you want to use. But I know what I'm getting into when I get the gangbanger behind closed doors, out in the open. He is going to be real, and I appreciate that. The gangbanger has caused me to be more humble and more sensitive. The gangbanger has caused me. I'm a former gangbanger. I'm an ex-everything. So I know loyalty and I know fakeness. Yes, I prefer to teach and reach out and outreach to the gangbanger because church people are chihuahuas. Gangbangers are pit bulls. And at least you know what you're getting. Not putting anybody down. It's just my definition and my experience with the church person versus the gangbanger. At least you know what you're getting. At least you know. Pit bull or chihuahua. At least you know what you're getting. Peace.